The War Within, a simple thought by Rajesh Sahae, copyright 2026, Bestfeel Books, introduction. There is a lot happening in the world today. We see it on our screens every day. Conflicts, arguments, unrest. It makes us wonder why peace feels so difficult to achieve. But this is not a book about the world. It is about something closer, something we experience every day, but rarely notice. The quiet unrest within us, the small reactions, the quick judgments, the need to be right, the difficulty in simply listening. These may seem small, but together they shape how we live, how we connect, and how we respond to others. This is not a story. It is a simple thought, an invitation to pause for a moment and look within. Because sometimes what we see outside is not very different from what is happening inside. And perhaps understanding this is where change begins. The world was watching another war. On the television screen, buildings were collapsing. Smoke rose slowly into the sky. News anchors spoke urgently. Maps flashed. Numbers increased. Casualties, damage, loss. People shook their heads. Why do humans do this? Why can't there be peace? Who is responsible? He watched quietly, not the screen, but the people watching it. A man sitting beside him grew angry at a small comment. His voice rose, his face tightened. Across the room, two friends stopped speaking over a disagreement that was too small to remember tomorrow, but too big for their egos today. On his phone, he saw harsh words, arguments, judgments, reactions thrown without pause. No bombs, no guns. Still, something was burning. That night, he turned off the television. The war outside paused. The war inside did not. He sat in silence and observed something uncomfortable. Every time someone disagreed with him, something inside resisted. Every time a thought challenged his belief, he rejected it, sometimes even before understanding it. Even when someone spoke truth gently in his favor, he felt a strange resistance, not because it was wrong, but because it was not his. He realized something slowly. War does not begin on borders. It begins in the mind. A nation attacks when it feels threatened. A person reacts when the ego feels threatened. A country defends its territory. A person defends their beliefs. A war outside kills bodies. A war inside kills understanding. The difference is only scale. Out there, destruction is visible. In here, it is silent. Out there, people die physically. In here, compassion dies. Out there, cities collapse. In here, relationships collapse. He remembered a conversation. Someone had tried to explain something to him, calmly, honestly. It was even in his favor, yet he had resisted, not because the other person was wrong, but because accepting it meant letting go of being right. That day, nothing was gained, but something was lost. The next morning, the news continued. More conflict, more destruction. People blamed leaders, governments, history. He did not disagree, but a quieter question stayed with him. If we cannot create peace within ourselves, how can we expect it outside? He walked outside. The world looked normal. People were polite, smiling, talking, just like always. Yet now he could see something deeper, a constant tension, a readiness to react, a hidden battlefield within every calm face. He did not feel hopeless. He felt responsible because for the first time he understood peace is not declared, it is practiced, not between nations first, but within hearts. That evening, someone disagreed with him again. The old reaction rose, but this time he paused, listened, not to win, not to defend, just to understand. For a moment, the war stopped, and in that small, silent victory, he realized the world does not need more peace talks. It needs more peaceful minds. Peace is often spoken about as something the world needs, but perhaps it is something we need first, not outside, inside. Because if peace exists within us, it cannot stay hidden. It will reflect in the way we speak, the way we respond, the way we treat people we may never meet again. The biggest source of peace is not somewhere far, it is within you. You only need to turn inward. There, quietly, you will find compassion, and compassion is the root of peace. When that happens, small things begin to change. You acknowledge the person who holds the door for you. You say thank you when someone makes space in a lift. You respond with warmth, even in passing moments, at airports, in trains, at home, or with strangers. Not because you are trying to be good, but because you are no longer busy judging. You are connected to something deeper within yourself, a space where there is no rush, no defense, no need to prove. From that space, compassion comes naturally. And when compassion becomes natural, peace follows. So perhaps the beginning is simple. Start within. And rest assured, when enough of us do that, the world outside will quietly begin to change too. Love and regards, Rajesh Sahae.
As for books, feel more. As for books, feel more.